Rồi, bắt đầu đi Nhi.
So, hello everyone, and really appreciate that you spending time for being here. And let me introduce myself again. My name is Nhi, and today I will give you a presentation about the topic quiet confidence, the power of believing in yourself. And you can scan through the table of contents. This is the part that I will figure out in my presentation. And before we dive in my presentation, I would like to ask you a question. When you hear of the word confidence, what image or what words or what action that come to your mind, that pop up into your mind? Can you tell me, please? Anyone can tell me? Can you help me?
Then
Okay.
I think people confident. I think is your feeling about people. It's just about they talking smoothly or catching your eye with the point one or anything. I think it's just about it's feel keep
Okay, thank you.
Why?
That's a good answer. That's so interesting. And anybody here can give me another answer? You, please.
I think talking in the crowd.
Talking in the crowd? Yes. Okay, that's quite interesting and
In
so
front of
funny.
a crowd, right?
Yes.
In front of.
And all of your answer is true because when you think of confidence, you often think of something that is strong, something that is loud, or something that's like fearless, and that as a person, or maybe you can think of a person that have the ability to stand out and affirm themselves, right? And that's completely normal. We often imagine a person, a confident person, as someone who has, who always taking charge, speaking up, and enter a room like they own it. And yes, that kind of confidence is real. It's bold, it's visible, and sometimes it's all that the it's exactly what the situation calls for. But have you ever heard of the term quiet confidence? Have you ever heard of that? Quiet and confidence. At first, it sounds like something that is completely different meaning, like a contradiction. Quiet suggests stillness, calm, and even shyness. But while confidence suggests the strength, the presence, and the boldness. But the truth is, these two words, when they absolutely can go hand in hand, and when they do, they can create something that is incredibly powerful. Because confidence doesn't have to announce itself. Confidence doesn't have to announce itself. It's like it doesn't always need a stage or the spotlight or even a microphone. It's a kind of strength that you can. It's a kind of strength that whisper but still lives, and it's something that stands on without having to try to prove anything. And as and in today's world, we are living in the world that that the attention and loud noise have been the criteria for one success. And it seems like quiet confidence has been one of the most underrated forms of power. So what exactly is quiet confidence? Let me give you the explanation. And quiet confidence is quiet confidence is not about being invisible, and it's a kind of inner calm, and it's a sense of self-assurance that doesn't need to shout to be heard, and it's about knowing who you are, trusting in your abilities, and staying grounded even if the words around you becomes a little bit chaos or maybe uncertain. So it's important to note that quiet confidence is not something the same as shyness or insecurity. It's quiet confidence. It's shy individuals. They lack of confidence, and they easily feel nervous or self-conscious when they are in the social situations. While individuals with quiet confidence, they are comfortable in their own skin, and they confide in what they can do. And you'll probably met someone like this, someone that they do not talk much in the meetings, but when they do, everyone listens. And there are people that they do not seek for the attention or the spotlight, but they are who give the spotlight to others people. And their presence, they carry a presence that doesn't need to be loud or to be craving for attention to be seen. And one of the most striking things about the quietly confident leaders that they are rarely take credit for themselves, because even when being crisis, they tend to consistently put their team first, and they deflect the attention to other people in the team and shift it into another people. And while this humility might be taken as by some as shyness or weakness or passivities, it might be their greatest strengths, because these individuals, they aware of who they are, and they are secure in who they are. They do not need the spotlight to shine bright, because their actions become louder than the words. And their quiet presence, they inspire the loyalty, trust, and even the motivation. And they inspire the motivation not through force, but through the integrity. And although their drive might not be loud or showy or flashy enough, they will make this. You can see that it just burns as fiercely just beneath the surface. And according to Harvard Business Review, leaders with quiet confidence can build deeper trust within the team, and because they dominate less, they listen more, and most importantly, they create the environment where everyone in a team can have the chance to flourish. And one of the most powerful examples about quiet confidence in history that I want to mention is Rosa Parks. Do you know about this woman?
No.
So I will give you the context. Rosa Parks in 1955 in Montgomery, Alabama. She refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white passenger. That action is something that was compelled by the law at that time, and her action wasn't loud or dramatic. She didn't raise her voice, she didn't make protest, or she didn't make a public speech. All she did was simply say no and refuse to stand up. She just remained sitting on her seat. So what makes her story so powerful is that Rosa Parks hasn't been known as someone who was outspoken or loud. In fact, she a soft-spoken and humble person, and her action in that moment, she refused to give the white passenger the seat. It has sparked the Montgomery bus boycott, and it's lasted over a year. After that, it became a turning point in the American civil rights movement. And through that story, Rosa Parks has shown us that confidence hasn't always been loud. You don't need to be loud to make differences, or you don't have to have a big personality to take a stand. And also this story shows us that quiet confidence doesn't mean doing nothing. It's mean that you can have the strength inside you to act with integrity, and even when the world is watching. And now, before we go any further, I want to make one thing clear. I'm not saying that loud confidence is something bad. It's not a bad thing. It's absolutely not. But there are some moments that being loud and being bold is necessary. And loud confidence has its place. It can motivate, rally people, and drive actions when in the moment where urgency is needed. And some people was born with naturally expressive, and it's a gift. And but quiet confidence is something that operates in a different way. While loud confidence draw the power by the external sources like applause, recognition, or approval from others people. Quiet confidence tend to ground it in something more internal, like the preparation, or maybe the clarity or the purpose. And a study in 2009 found that people tend to overestimate the effectiveness of dominance, like loud behavior, and in fact, the leaders and team members respond more positively when they're working with individuals that have been quiet and calm conviction. And as a matter of fact, quiet confidence and loud confidence, they both have their own values. But quiet confidence can build trust, can contribute to the psychological safety within teams, and last long after the applause fades. And what I want to emphasize here is do not underestimate the power of quiet confidence, because it may be more powerful than we thought. And quiet confidence is become more and more important to the young people nowadays. And why do young people need it in today's life? Let's bring it back into the world that we're living in. Social media, I want to mention of this. It makes us feel like if we're not posting, if we're not active, if we're not showing the world how successful we are, we might not be mattered in this modern world. And according to the Pew Research on 2022, 1/3 of the teenagers, is about 32% of the teenagers, said that social media has negatively affect to their self-esteem. And the pressure to be seen, to go viral, or to be on all the time can make us feel anxious or even overwhelmed. So quiet confidence is like an antidote to this pressure. It's allowed you to say that I don't have to be the loudest person in this room. I don't have to fit every trend, and my worth doesn't hinge on other approval. And as we're living in the world that like a race for attention, quiet confidence is a permission for us to slow down, to focus inward, and to build strength from the inside out. And so what are the real benefits of the quiet confidence? What can it bring us? Let's take a look closer at how it can affect to both our personal and professional life. Firstly, quiet confidence can build our resilience. Because it doesn't depend on others' opinions and and it's allow you to stay centered even when the world's becoming a little bit uncertain. And you would be more likely to you will be less likely to be shaken by any criticism or any external pressure, and you're more likely to stay grounded during the challenging moments. And secondly, quiet confidence can develop deeper connections and develop deeper and more authentic connections, because people with quietly confident people tend to be better listeners, and instead of constantly proving how they are, they create the space that where others people can be seen and be heard, and by that way they can build more deeper trust and for their relationship. And next, quiet confidence can support our long-term growth, especially in leadership. And according to a LinkedIn survey in 2019, leaders that acted with more humble can get 36% of higher team engagement than who being more assertive or aggressive. Why? Because people always want to people tend to respond more positively with individuals that have acted with more quiet and calm conviction. And the most important that quiet confidence can contribute to a better mental health. And individuals that are focused in their internal value, and they seem to be they have significantly lower level of anxiety and depression. And so when you stop chasing others' approval, you can finally easier to find your inner peace within your mind. And so I want to ask you a question. Anybody here is an introvert?
Me.
Okay, thank you.
You're an introvert?
Yeah,
Introvert,
MBTI
yeah.
just about the energy of
Yeah.
people, not just about talking more.
An energy
I
of
test.
people.
51% introvert.
So 51% introvert. So you decided you're an introvert?
Tranh cãi xong.
Thank you for sharing. Can I ask you another question? That do you have any talent or thing about yourself that you feel that you proud about it, or not even proud, but you like it, but you haven't tell anybody about it? Can you share with me? Like I asked you if do you have any talent or anything about yourself that you haven't shared with anybody, but you really like or you really proud about that thing? Proud.
I don't know.
Do you have anything to share with me?
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be something that is big. It's just simply like everyone that can lick their elbow. Maybe it's not something that everyone can do, but imagine if there is a contest or a competition about licking your elbow, you can apply for it and maybe you're a winner. So
For real?
why do I ask that question? Because quiet confidence is like a powerful tool to empower the introverts. Because it lets you know that confidence isn't just about the attention or the loud noise. It exists in a full spectrum, and you don't have to be on the stage to lead something. You can lead through the behind the scene or behind the stage, through the quiet motivation or the encouragement. And now that we'll talk about that we fully understand about what is quiet confidence and why it matters and how it benefits us. Let's explore further to how we can build it. And developing quiet confidence is a process. And here are four practical ways for you that help you to start it. And firstly, make time for self-reflection. Whether it's through journaling, meditation, or just spending a few minutes a day to sitting with your thoughts, it's essential to spend time checking in with yourself. And you can ask yourself a few questions like, what do I really care about? what are my value? And once you can answer these questions, you can stand firmly in who you are, and that where the quiet confidence begins. And next, the second is you can building the competence. Quiet confidence isn't something that we either have or don't have it. It can grow from our experience, and we and the more you invest in your learning, your practicing, or your mastering a skill, you can the more naturally your confidence will root deeper. And quiet confidence comes from knowing that you're making the work. You have to make the work, even when nobody sees it. And next, don't forget to celebrate small wins, because there are days that our confidence feel low, and it's important to keep a collection about the nice feedback, the kind messages or compliments about yourself. Anything that reminds you about how valuable you are, and small success also can reinforce your trust within yourself and contributes to the further inner strength of yours. And finally, don't forget to set healthy boundaries. Saying no is not a weakness. It's something that you do to protect your mind, protect your energy, and protect your value. When you stop trying to please everyone, you can create a space for your own priorities and your well-being. So from that, you can setting boundaries is a quiet but still powerful declaration to your self-respect. And together, these habits can help you to cultivate a kind of confidence that doesn't need to be loud or to craving for attention. But instead it will grow steadily and quietly from the within. And as we come to the end of this topic, I want to leave you with a thought that something that you can carry with you beyond this class. Today, I invite you to reflect on the idea of quiet confidence. And so the next time when you in the situation that you think you need to stand out or raise your voice, or do you want to prove something, just ask yourself, is that do I need to stand out do I need to raise my voice just to be seen, or can I stand firmly in myself, although in silence? And you can remember this: true strength doesn't scream for attention, and it doesn't need constant validation to exist. And true strength speaks quietly but acts with boldness and purpose. So you can trust that quiet voice within your mind. You can let it guide you, nurture it, and because in the end, you don't need to be the loudest person in the room to make an impact. Sometimes it's a quiet that a quiet voice that changes the world. So thank you for your attention.
You okay, take some rest. We have 2-minute interval. Please review the content of your presentation and form your question. Yung, please view your question carefully. Fully understand anything you want to ask.
I have a question for you because you just talked about the benefit of the quiet confidence so much, but I just want to ask you, do you think about the quiet confidence is just about it's just about the way to avoid or facing judgment of the social?
Oh, I think it's different from the avoid of social or the judgment of
Yeah.
social, because when you have the quiet confidence, you know that you can do it. Like even when, like for example, if you're sitting in a class and you have the confidence that you can do it. It's different from if you don't know how to do it and you avoid from being calm to do that thing. And when maybe the teacher call you out to do a task and you don't know it, that means you you avoid it. And if you know about doing that task, but you're not raise your hand to do that task. Like if he choose you, you still can do it.
You just talking about the aspect of the positive of the quiet confidence, but I just another sign of people in just talk about the quiet confidence. It's just about the objective of it. Just they want to avoid the judgment of social or people, and so you just talk about. I think the quiet confidence you just talk is just about the grow personality. It's just about the build yourself, build the inner yourself, internal yourself. But I think but in the real life or into you work, I think you just mentioned quiet confidence is not about it's not can be just with everyone, but in the modern life or in the corporate world, I think it's need to we need to show up your the value because you know who you are, so you need to show up. And I think it's time to talk about the quiet confidence business.
I have mentioned that one of the striking things of the quiet confidence leaders that they don't seek for the spotlight, and this can in some environment like the corporation they can see this thing as a weakness or avoidable, like you might think. But if you have the ability to do things, I think you will have the chance to grow. It's not like you avoid to do things.
So I just talk about it's just in the show up in you are in the corporate world because you are the good value, which is the normal, not need to the emphasize we need to acquire confidence.
But but for some people, they don't like to show off. They just like to, like they know that they have the value of themselves, but they don't want to show off. And like I think it depends on the personality of each person.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Any other question? Please don't hesitate.
Em xin lỗi.
Mắc mai lọc thì
Tiện bãi không?
so this is an improvement. We jump from Milo to matcha.
Matcha nước mèo.
I love it. I love this improvement.
Sorry.
Uh,
So you guys have any question for me about this topic?
so in case, okay, wait. Go ahead.
When you are at work, can you show me some situation or example that we need to have the quiet confidence in some case, some situation that we need to raise about in
It's I think there is some misunderstanding. I just want to build this topic for someone that they think that they don't have the confidence to do anything, and like if they don't want to show off or they don't want to speak out, to be loud, to be like great attract the attention at every environment that they are at, so they can build the quiet confidence within themselves to know that they have their own value and they can do it. Yes. It's not like a constant environment that we can apply the quiet confidence or need to raise your voice. Yes. Do you have any questions? Do you?
Go ahead.
Okay. As you mentioned, we should say no in some situation, right?
Yes.
So, if you know it's good for you, but you don't want to do it, so I want to hear what should we do, or like in this situation, what do you do? What do you will do?
I haven't understand your question yet. Can you
Some
explain?
situation like you know it's good for you, but you don't want to do it.
I know that if I do that thing, it will be good for you.
Yeah.
But if like I don't want to do it,
Yeah.
I think it's lazy. Or maybe it's avoidance, like avoid doing things like Miss Jung has said. It's not. I don't think it's relatable to the quiet confidence. Quiet confidence, when I mentioned about a part of setting the boundaries, setting the healthy boundaries, it means you can. There is something that you must avoid to, so your mind will be healthier. It's just not. I know that this things is good, but I don't want to do. I think it's not relatable to the setting healthy boundaries that I mentioned.
It's not relevant. It's irrelevant.
Thank you.
Do you have any question?
Other question?
Do you think we should sometimes switch
between quiet confident and loud confident, depending on the situation?
Yes, I think I also mentioned that loud confidence is not a bad thing. So we like if you have the ability to show yourself and you're not you're not you're not shy to be like it's like the introvert or the extrovert. It's sometimes that you still have to be loud for people to see that you're working, or maybe you're see that you deserve something that you can do. I'm not saying that we always have the quiet confidence. Like if you are sometimes that you are that you don't believe in yourself, you can build the quiet confidence in yourself and nurture it day by day to have the bigger confidence to face things like that.
Thank you.
Cool. Any other question? So the whole foundation of quiet confidence lies in believing in yourself or ourself, isn't it true? Is it true? Like, what I mean is you constantly talk about believing yourself or believing oneself in order to build quiet confidence. So the foundation of quiet confidence is that someone must believe in themselves, right?
Right.
Okay, so can someone gain quiet confidence without any initial external validation before? Like, you must be confirmed that you were good at something or like superior than other, at least in one domain, one things that you participated in order to gain quiet confidence later in your life. Do you agree?
I think that like maybe we can like we are not excellent in that field, but we can do it like a normal person, and we're not like compared to them that I'm not good as that person. I'm still good, but in a normal level, so we can gain the quiet confidence from these kind of things.
Pardon?
Like we can gain the quiet confidence through our like daily activity. It's not something that is big or large. It can be a normal thing. That's today I can like I have a good grade, but I'm not the best. I'm not having the best grade in this class, so I can still be proud about it and gain it as my internal things like for the quiet confidence.
Okay, I got your idea. But what if, like my case, like for example, let's picture this. I've never received any compliment about, for example, my English. So I will constantly seeking attention of the foreigner by speaking English to them. So to that point, I don't have any kind of quiet confidence in my English. So I still must depend on external force in order to build that. So I I want you to confirm that is it true that we all need external validation first before we can build up our quiet confidence or belief in ourselves, also called as self-esteem.
I think your opinion is quite true because it's also that I have mentioned that we celebrate small wins and that can be something that from the external sources.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you believe you agree with me
Yes, I
in
agree.
that,
with
right?
you.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Any other question?
Do you think some people with strong quiet confidence sometimes be judged by others, judged as a positive person?
Can you explain more about your question?
Like me, for example, I have a strong quiet confidence, but I don't ask, but I don't talk with anyone in my company, and I be judged like a positive person.
Positive.
Arrogant. Arrogant.
Positive.
And that's still things like about your personality. It's not about quiet confidence because quiet confidence doesn't mean that you stay quiet and not talking to anyone. So it just means like you form the confidence inside yourself and you can so you can trust and believe in yourself, your abilities. When things come and you can do something that in your ability. Yeah, and so I think the problem that you don't talk with others people in your company and you has been say as someone arrogant. It doesn't link to the quiet confidence. Yeah, it's been two different speeds.
Cool.
Just if you want to solve, you will solve, and if you don't want to, it just you.
Okay. Okay, that's all. That's enough.
Thank you.
Cái dành cái tay lên người
Hồi nãy trong
tính khó thiền giờ rồi ha. Rồi mọi người coi lại cái nốt của mình nha.